everyone, this is Shannon, theirishscrapper.com, and today we are doing another project. We're celebrating this DSP sale all week because we love our designer series paper. So today we are showcasing the Warmth and Cheer designer series paper. So this is the project that we are making. So super fun card. I'm using 2 stamp sets. I'm using the sentiment from Tin of Tags, and then I'm using the punch that coordinates with the flurry of wishes. So this is in our annual catalog. This is one of my favorite sets. So we're going to use that as well. Here are all of the designer series papers in this collection, and you can see they're all double-sided, so you get a lot of choices and colors within this. You can see on my original card, I used this paper here, and on the one we're going to create, we're going to use this one here. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me set that aside. Okay, so our card base is a piece of thick Whisper White. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I have a piece of Garden Green, and this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, so that is going to be our one layer. And then these 2 layers are going to create our top layer. So we're going to cut that circle out here using our circle framelits, and these are trimmed to the same size. So this is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our green laid down. Let me see my score line here, the lighting. Okay, so that looks pretty center. Okay, and then we just want to determine where we're going to put our circle. And we're going to leave our circle off a little bit. So that's what's going to give us that look on the front of our card. And then I have my sentiment already on a block. I'm just going to take a look here and make sure I have enough space, which I do. So let me set this aside, and we're going to grab the Big Shot. Let me just pick this up. And you can see I do have my magnetic platform. I'm going to use 1 cutting plate. I am only going to cut the designer series paper, so I'm going to set my other layer aside. And I'm going to take a little piece of washi, just because I really don't want that to move. And my plates are a little warped, so the magnetic plate is wonderful, it holds, but when your other plates are a little heavily used, they tend to move things. Okay, so we can set the Big Shot aside now, and you can see, oops, there's the piece we cut, and we're done with our framelits. And now we are going to layer this, and I'm just going to bring in my sanding. I really got to change that blade. I just have not taken the time to do it. Okay, I'm going to get those rough edges off here. I have to look where I have my blades. I put them somewhere. Okay. Alright, so now we can layer these 2 together. I love all these DSP sets. They're just so beautiful. Am I stuck here? Alright. So now I'm going to do my best here just to line these up. Just like that. Okay. There we go. Alright, so now we are going to stamp our sentiment in the Garden Green. And again, we're using Spread Some Christmas Cheer from the Tin of Tags set. I love that set too. I love all the fonts, and I'm getting excited for doing a Tin of Tags class here, so very fun. Okay, so let's line this up. Thank God for photopolymer, right? You can see where you're stamping. Just going to give that a nice press and hold that so the ink absorbs. Perfect. All right, so we're going to set that aside for a moment. I do have the snowflakes from the Flurry of Wishes, so this is a double image which coordinates directly with the punch. So we are going to take a scrap piece of Whisper White, and we're going to do one set of these in the Garden Green and one set in the Cherry Cobbler. So I know my punch punches this way with the larger one on the right, so I'm stamping that way. Looks good. And then I'm just going to flip that around. Close up that. Bring in our Cherry Cobbler now. And we will stamp those ones right here. Let's give that a nice press. Okay. Clean my stamp off. Alright, so we're almost there. Okay, so let's bring in our punch. And this one lines up really easy, which is another reason that I love this set so much. Okay, now let's do our Garden Green. I think I stamped on my paper crooked. Let me see. There. Okay. All right. So let's set those. We can lay this top layer down now. Let's bring in our fast fuse again. Okay. And we're going to lay that down right there. Perfect. And then we're going to bring in some dimensionals. And I'm going to pop up all of these snowflakes. And I'm just going to set them here along the edge, being careful not to hide my sentiment. So just like that. So let's flip these over. And we're going to put a dimensional on each of them. You could probably use 2 on the large one if you want. I found that the one was good enough for me. Okay, so I think I'm going to bring that one about here. Make sure I have my Cherry Cobbler. I'm alternating the colors, so I'm doing the green and then the cobbler and then the green again. Okay. Perfect. Okay. And then the last thing, which I keep misplacing, here it is, sorry for my reach, is we're going to put a little bit of the clear Wink of Stella. And I'm going to trace the sentiment as well as the snowflake. So it'll take a few minutes, and this is totally optional. If you didn't want to do this or didn't have the Wink of Stella, you could skip it. It looks great just the way it is. I just like to give things a little bit more shine, especially for the holidays. And hopefully you can see when you put the Wink of Stella over the ink, it just gives you, it darkens it, but then gives it the little bit of shine. So hopefully you can see that. And then I'm just going to go quickly over not in any particular fashion over the entire snowflakes. So depending on how heavy-handed you get here, you might smudge your ink a little bit. Especially the cherry cobbler is a strong color. So I'm just going very lightly. But it does make a difference. I love it. I hope you guys can see that. Otherwise, hopefully I'll try to get it on the picture at the end of the video. Alright, so let's give that a nice crease, and they're super fun. I love all these DSPs. I hope you guys do too. As always, I thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to purchase any of the products used today, please visit my online store at theirishscrapper.com, and I'll be back with you guys real soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.